In this video, I'm going to explain about the configuration rollback. The configuration rollback feature enables you to take a snapshot or checkpoint of the Cisco NX-OS configuration and then reapply that configuration to your device at any point without having to reload the device. Rollback allows any authorized administrator to apply this checkpoint configuration without requiring expert knowledge of the features configured in the checkpoint. Let me to show you without more explanation because it can help you better understand. Here you can see the commands. First you need to use checkpoint change and then, for example, show difference or diff rollback patch checkpoint change running config. Okay, let me to show you a sample. Here we have a switch. Okay, first I'm going to start the checkpoint change. Okay, this is the first command. And after that, actually it is creating the checkpoint now. After that, I want to change something in this device. Anything. For example, you can configure hostname and also other features, username, for example, the name and then password. Okay. And after that, for example, any password that you want. Okay, that's it. This is our configuration. Okay, now let me to use the show, okay, a difference and then rollback patch checkpoint change in running config. Okay, as you can see here we have these differences. Let me to show you. The differences is hostname and also the username I configured, and some things other related to the username. All of them are related to the username we configured. Okay, and now we have this change. Okay, but maybe you want to, for example, again, you want to go to the point that checkpoint change created. Okay, because of that, here you can use rollback. Okay, rollback command and then running config checkpoint change. Look at here. After some second, we can see that the switch name will change to the switch again. Okay, actually we come back to that time. Okay, we need to wait. Look at here, the name is switch, and also in the running config. Okay, look at here, we don't have any username Arash and other configuration related to that username. Okay, now you can better understand about this feature. Also, let me to show you again when you use checkpoint change. Okay, checkpoint change. Actually, this is the checkpoint that this is the snapshot. Okay, and after that, here if you use here without any change, show difference rollback patch. Okay, and then checkpoint change in running config, you will see, okay, collecting running config. As you can see, it is empty. It means that we don't have any actually change. It is obvious. But here we have some options. I will explain them. Let me to show you. For example, show. We can use rollback. Also rollback, for example, running config checkpoint change. Here we have these options: atomic and also best effort and also stop at first failure. Okay, I will explain them. Okay, let me to start better understanding it. Look at here, you can create a checkpoint copy of the current running configuration at any time. Okay, with the checkpoint change command. Cisco NX-OS saves this checkpoint as an ASCII file that you can use to roll back the running configuration to the checkpoint configuration at a future time, like us. Okay, you can create multiple checkpoints to save different versions of your running config. Okay, when you roll back the running configuration, you can trigger the following rollback types: atomic, best effort, stop at first failure. About the atomic, this is the default, as you can see. Okay, actually it implements the rollback only if no errors occurs. Okay, if no error occur, you can use this option. It means that if you don't specify the atomic, this is the default. About the best effort, it implements a rollback and skip any errors. Okay, and about the stop at first failure, it implements a rollback, okay, that stops if an error occurs. When you are ready to roll back to a checkpoint configuration, you can view the changes that will be applied to your current running configuration before committing to the rollback operation. If an error occurs during the rollback operation, you can choose to cancel the operation or ignore the error and proceed without or with the rollback. Okay, if you cancel the operation, Cisco NXOS provides a list of changes already applied before the error occurred. You need to clean up these changes manually. Okay, here we have some detail that you can experience them, but let me to review some of the limitation related to the configuration rollback. Maybe some of them can be understood understand in future time when you understand better about the VDC or some other things, but I'm going to review them here. About the rollback or configuration rollback, it has some limitations. First, allowed to create up to 10 checkpoint copies per VDC. It's okay. Maybe this is related to the platform, but in most cases we can the option of creating 10 checkpoint. You are not allowed to apply a checkpoint file of one VDC into another VDC. Then you are not allowed to apply a checkpoint configuration in a non-default VDC if there is a change in the global configuration portion of the running configuration compared to the checkpoint configuration. And then the checkpoint file name must be 75 characters or less. You are not allowed to start a checkpoint file name with the word auto. Look at here. For example, here in this, for example, switch, if we use checkpoint, okay, and then checkpoint change, okay, here checkpoint description for the given checkpoint or any other, for example, look at your checkpoint and then A, okay, checkpoint A. This is the name of checkpoint A. As you can see now, we have this checkpoint or checkpoint B, checkpoint, for example, B, okay. And after that, let me to try checkpoint with auto, checkpoint auto A, for example. Okay, we need to use a space here. Okay, look at here, it is not accepted. Actually, we are not allowed to start a checkpoint file name with the word auto. Okay, and then you cannot name a checkpoint file with summary or any abbreviation of the word summary. This is the next limitation. Only one user can perform a checkpoint, rollback, or copy the running configuration to the startup configuration at the same time in VDC. They are related to VDC. Okay, I will explain about the VDC in future videos. And here, after that, look at here, all of them for change, but you can create checkpoint A, show diff rollback checkpoint A to running config, rollback running config A, checkpoint A. Okay, and after that, the next is the after execution of write, raise, and reload commands, checkpoints are deleted. It's important. Look at here. After execution of write, raise, and reload command, checkpoints are deleted. You can use the clear checkpoint database command to clear out all checkpoint files. Clear checkpoint and then database. Okay, now all of them will remove. Rollback fails for NetFlow, okay, if during rollback you try to modify a record that is programmed in the hardware, and after that, although rollback is not supported for checkpoints across software versions, users can perform rollback at their own discretion and can use the best effort mode to recover from errors. I explained it before, best effort. And finally, when checkpoints are created on boot flash, differences with the running system configuration cannot be performed before performing the rollback, and the system reports no change. Yes, some of them are not clear because we need to encounter with them in future videos, maybe in your practical actually experience. But finally, we can say we can easily create a checkpoint with the checkpoint command, checkpoint, okay, and then a name, for example, the checkpoint name. After that, this is our checkpoint in this time. The next checkpoint is actually we can configure something's host name, okay, and then if you want, you can create the next checkpoint, for example, okay, and after that you can use show command, okay, to see the differences, show difference, and then rollback, and then checkpoint, and then for example the name, and finally, for example, running config. Okay, here maybe we don't have, yes, host name is Arash, and then checkpoint Arash1, okay, and after that, if you want, you can use rollback command to go to that actually point, the time that we create the checkpoint. Okay, this is the configuration rollback. The feature is useful if you don't want to, for example, encounter with configuration of some feature, some other things in the NX OS after, and you want to come back to one specific time. Okay, actually, I assume that this is the start of day. I want to change something, but I want to finally come back to the now, okay, the configuration of this time. I can create a checkpoint, okay, or I can create a snapshot. Then I can go to the configuration, config some things, and finally we can come back to the actually snapshot points.